Hi everyone, how are you? Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good time out there. I know sometimes you have your moments and there's some negative stuff which may have happened, or heaven forfend, if they are still happening. I hope you find very positive, strong, effective, highly effective solutions to help overcome them. One of the ways I found out through a very advanced, progressive, spiritual teacher. He's not a master, but he does master some things, which is being able to see people's intentions, being able to detect what is wrong, being able to see their energy, and ghosts and spirits. He's incredible. He's a very, very advanced type of human being, and he's very loving, very gentle, very caring man. And this extraordinary human being is called Stuart Pearce. Stuart Pearce is someone whom I would regard as someone highly trustworthy in terms of sensing it's a state of peace and safety. I feel very safe with him. I confide in him a lot of stuff. What's interesting is that he doesn't see people for who they are. He sees them as beings of light and love. He operates from that point of view and from that feeling point of view more than actually looking at them. He does, of course, look at you with his gorgeous, gorgeous eyes. He has these beautiful, soulful eyes because his soul speaks through them. They're just so beautiful to look at. And what's wonderful is that whenever he speaks, among the other wonderful, many wonderful things about him, is that whenever he speaks from here, and you feel enraptured, you feel enrobed by this man's calming, soothing voice, and I feel so much better when I listen to him, whether it's a jokey response, whether it's a spiritual teaching, whether it's a chant, because he does chants from time to time in different parts of the world. He travels the world and he does that. In the UK where I met him, wow, a series of emotional feelings came up during my time when I was listening to him, whether in a group therapy, or as I call it, or in private therapy. I'm just correcting my French, yes. So during the group therapy gatherings, where all these different souls would come together, and there'd be some people who travel from a long distance just to attend this sacred get-together. I think I'll close the window. One moment. Oh, there, that's better. So basically, I noticed that people feel very different. I also feel immensely, I don't know how to describe it in words. There's an energy, a presence, not only in the place that we go to, me and these other wonderful people, and they are wonderful, you know yourselves. Some of you I've met there, and some I've met through other gatherings, chance encounters, or are they chance encounters? Anyways, so there's an energy, a presence, and you feel it. So obviously it's highly recommended that you meet up with this person, you enjoy what he teaches, because what happens is that when you are in tune with someone who genuinely cares about you as a human being, sees you beyond your name, your title, your skin, your flesh, your clothes, whatever that you are physically representing, and looks behind the scenes of your acts, of your emotions, it's a refreshing change. It really helps to accelerate any problem you may be having from a world of feeling stuck, powerless, helpless, transition into a world of power. And I don't mean ego power, which is fake power. I mean heart power. You feel assured, there's a sense of clarity as to, all right, this is the cause of this scene. He takes you behind the scenes, the invisible parts of it. And then he helps you realize you've got to work on this and that aspect of the scenery. For example, I had to learn to see and accept that I had an issue, a trapped, suppressed issue since childhood towards my dad. I was shocked. I thought I didn't have any anger, but I didn't feel it, you see. I suppressed it. That's why I did not feel the anger. It is called disassociation. Let me check if the sound is clear. I think it is. So basically what happened was a journey of self-forgiveness. Self-forgiveness is what helps a person to overcome their issues of fear, of being stuck. And it's so important, learning to forgive. The intention of forgiving matters more than learning how to forgive. The intention of forgiving matters so much more than learning how to forgive. And you've got to forgive yourself. You've got to forgive others. In case there's any hidden negative karmic link between you and the person. So one of my favorite forgiveness methods is the sacred ho'oponopono. Now, step one is vent off. Vent off all that suppressed, trapped anger, disappointment, any negative emotion. Just take it out. Sadness, just scream, shout, cry, go to a river, talk to the river. I don't know. Anything which you feel is right to do, no matter how crazy you may seem, do it on your own. Or with someone who is willing to be there, but from a distance, watches you from a distance, or is listening to you, but from a distance, a very big distance. So they can hear you, but they don't want to hear every single thing. And they may just wait while you're venting off, and after you're done, you meet up, and you can talk about your emotions. Or you don't have to, but they say it's best if you have an emotionally supportive friend. Oh yes, I had that, and I was just trying not to cry now. So thankful that I have this wonderful friend among many of my wonderful friends. You're all beautiful people, by the way. I do hope you feel that way about yourselves. Sincerely feel beautiful. And that comes from a state of love. And it helps you overcome stuff. You know, life responds to you. The more beautiful your thoughts, the more beautiful life becomes. So she's the one who helped me change the way I felt about myself. Of course, Stuart Pearce is one of the catalysts, as I'd call him. To me, he is a genuine spiritual catalyst. He is someone you can trust 100%. But always check in with your feelings. He does ask, how do you feel as I express this method to you? How does it feel what I'm saying to you? Do you feel assured? Do you feel this is something you're willing to do? Do you feel doubts? Do you feel, oh my God, what is he talking about? He's very honest, and he can sense if there's something you're not sure about, even if you're hiding it. And he is very respectful. He'll treat your fears with kindness. He'll open up his heart to you, and he'll say, I am sorry you had that. How would you like me to help you? So you can ask for methods, techniques, healing energy, the whole works. As and when he intuitively feels, he asks the angels, because he works with angels, and he believes in the archangels of Atlantis. And guess what? Since he received phenomenal experience witnessing them first-handedly, I believe him. I believe he has, because I noticed there's a presence when he talks about them. The energy in the air changes. The energy around me changes. The energy in me changes. So obviously this thing is real. The thing is believing in angels. I do believe in them. And you don't have to be religious. You don't have to have any religion to have them look after you, take care of you, guide you, protect you, prevent you from taking the wrong life decisions. You can even ask for divine intervention to protect you from harm. Feeling emotional now, that's why I went. So, yes, I am emotional, but I try to manage my emotions properly. I don't like to think I take them out on people, because that is not being a friend. That is not being civil. It is not being a good person, and I don't want to end up regretting it later. So prevention is bliss. And as a result of that, I think it's so important being sincere with your feelings, your emotions. So if you're angry, step one, vent. Get it off your chest on your own or with an emotionally supportive friend from a distance. Step two, after you finish venting off, crying, screaming, even if it's really gentle crying, that's okay. You've taken a huge step. And then you feel calm. You feel that there's something which you've taken out of your system, it's gone. There'll be some feeling of emptiness, like you've emptied something inside you. So energetically speaking, after you've vented off the negative, suppressed energy that you had stuck in you for some time, you need to gently practice forgiveness. Immediately say, I forgive. Deep breathing, I forgive them. I breathe in forgiveness. I breathe out forgiveness. Or try other methods like emotional freedom technique, which is tapping on certain points of your body. And you can find EFT, emotional freedom technique, on YouTube. So after step one, venting, and step two, forgiving, step three, do what you love what you do. And keep repeating these steps until you feel, this is great, this is working for me. And you know, maybe step one will sort it all out. Maybe by the time you reach step two, you'll feel an immense change. Maybe you need to repeat the 3 steps, vent, forgive, do what you love what you do, repeatedly until you feel a profound change. You need to keep experimenting with what works best for you. What I explained, this 3-step method, which I learned for myself, for my situation with my dad, which, believe it or not, was affecting my visa matter. I know it sounds strange, but patriarchal energy is usually the energy that runs governmental authorities. Now it's changing, of course. The female energy is on the rise, and about time too, to balance with the male patriarchal energy. So you'll both have in the future both matriarchal and patriarchal energy working together in a harmonious, balanced way, and I pray that happens very soon. And I know it's already happening. I already can see it's happening. The British Prime Minister nowadays is a female. The trying to think now, my mind lapsed. Okay, I'm not going to dwell on that. It'll come back at some point. But basically, there are female leaders who are taking hold, and that's good. That's very important. So, with the patriarchal energy in mind, Stuart said to me, your first authority figures were your parents. After age 18, of course, they're no longer your authority figures. But what happens is that if you have any trapped, suppressed anger towards any one of them or both of them, weird things begin to respond back to you. Life responds to you. So when, let's say, I tried to apply and I had issues, and I wondered, why the heck was I manifesting weird lawyers? Some of them, oh my God, really strange. They weren't EVIL, but they were just not competent, or they didn't do a thorough job, or they did a partial job. And I had to practice forgiveness, venting, forgiveness, doing what I love, loving what I do, repeatedly, repeatedly, repeatedly. And it really helped. It really helped so much. So I hope that you find it in your heart to work on your emotional body. Don't ever neglect it. Don't think, I'll just eat healthy. I'll think healthy thoughts from time to time. Like some people, bless them, bless them. I'll hang out with some positive people. I'll exercise and that will do. No, you need to practice feeling work. Life is all feeling work. What brought you to your job? Vibrational match. Now, when we feel, we vibrate an emotion. And when you feel good, you vibrate a very good emotion. You feel good, you feel fantastic, you feel amazing. When you smile, when you laugh, when you feel happy, you vibrate another emotion. And you know, science can actually measure exactly what frequency is your emotion. So you vibrate an emotion. It goes like a wave, a frequency. If you're really happy, it's very strong, very powerful, very high frequency. And if you're sad, it's low, it's limited, it's not very appealing. And so, how do you transition from low to high? There are many methods: gratitude, self-kindness, self-compassion, self-forgiveness. So you've got to find ways to help you overcome your stuff. I think I'll do another re-edit of this video because I realized the microphone is at the end of this tablet and I held it on surfaces, so probably my voice sounded muted. Anyways, I'll check if my voice was clear. If it was not clear or not so clear, I'm sorry. I'm still learning how to use this tablet. I am selling it, so I'll get the other one where the microphone and stereo speakers are on both sides. Alright, darlings. I love you all. You take care, and remember, you are beyond what you think you are. You are beyond what you think you are. Keep saying loving words to yourselves. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Not from a viewpoint of guilt, from a viewpoint of feeling compassion. Of course you'll feel guilty at first, but then you need to process it out of your system. Life's too short. Enjoy living your lives. And pursue that dream. It's never too late. Don't listen to that fear-driven voice. It's not you. Listen to that love-driven voice. You take care. Goodbye for now.